Isaiah Bond turned himself into Frisco police less than 2 weeks before the NFL draft. There was a warrant for his arrest on sexual assault.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment. IG, TikTok, bottom video, and we just gonna hop right into it. So, damn, we might got another one though. Isaiah Bond is being accused of sexual assault. So, if y'all aren't familiar with Isaiah Bond, used to be at Alabama. Damn, okay, my fault. Used to be at Alabama, former Texas wide receiver, ran a 4.3 at the combine. Reportedly, should be getting drafted at least in the first 2-3 rounds. And in 2 weeks, well, shit, pending all this, but was supposed to be getting drafted in the next 2-3 rounds. I mean, first 2-3 rounds in the next 2-3 weeks. So we're gonna see. So we just basically gonna get into the details of this as an affidavit. So what end up saying, what they're saying, or the woman is accusing him of, she's basically saying they met up through social media. They began to communicate, do things that of the sort. They went out. They eventually, started to engage in a consensual sexual interaction. Bond then said something about something that she said in text that she was going to do. She says she's not willing to do that. He continues to try to do what he wants to do. She says that you're hurting me. Then he also puts, this is, what she's saying, accusing him of, also puts his hand over her mouth and, continues to do what he do. Then after, Bond told the woman alcohol, okay, shit, fuck, hold on. She said using his body weight against her. After their encounter, after it says, Bond told the woman alcohol makes me do these things, and then tries to get her to sign a non-disclosure agreement. The woman refused to sign the NDA and left the apartment. After leaving the affidavit, this woman texted Bond saying, Isaiah, you were wrong for that. I asked you to stop and you kept covering my mouth. I'm in a lot of pain. Bond responded, you want 1,000. I'm really sorry. And would that make it feel better? The affidavit says, according to the document, the woman was shocked that Bond offered her money. So she responded, what, 5K and then 1K? Like you asked me to sign, then you offer me money. So you know what you did. That's why you cover my mouth. And then, so text it again. And then the affidavit states the woman texted Bond again as part of a pretextual interview. And when the woman asked him for he responded with, I did, ... The woman responded saying, apologize, my trying to pay me isn't a real apology. Isaiah, you really hurt me and I kept telling you to stop. To which Bond replied, I'm sorry. Yeah. Then charges of sexual assault were filed. And then he turned himself in and got out on bond because it was only $25K. So. That's a lot to unpack just for the simple fact of, all that. So, all right, I'm going to be honest with y'all. And I hate to be like this. I ain't going to say I always believe the victim and all that. I usually try to get the facts. For how detailed it is in her timeline, it's very believable. I'm going to just say that. It's very detailed, it's very time, and everything. A lot of these cases, when it's like when I say with the random ones on Diddy and Jay-Z, a lot you get a lot of felonious details that you look at halfway. It's nothing here that's making you look funny, and the only thing that would hurt her case a little bit is that they did engage, and no, it's not even gonna hurt her case actually. Let's be for real about it starting consensual. What I think hurts his case very bad, because at this point, it's going to be his word versus her word, because they haven't said anything evidence as a rape kit or something of that sort. I don't even think I can say that, fuck. But something of that sort. So they haven't said nothing of that. So my next thinking is it's just his word versus her word. The problem is if those text messages are true. Now, obviously, that it's in the affidavit that they got it. So I'm gonna assume that either she provided them with the screenshot of this text message, or they subpoenaed the phone company and got it from the tower and all that. But the fact that it's in the affidavit, then the text messages probably are true. I keep saying probably, because they not just finna go on her word of mouth. Then they filed them. So the text messages, so that makes him look very, very, very guilty once you consider the text messages. What I think also hurts his case, that besides, him saying about the alcohol and texting, him saying the alcohol thing, it completely hurts his case, as well as them meeting up for drinking wine. Because as we all know, by law, and not a lot of people follow this law. I mean, people, consensual adults, they get drunk and still, they be, consensual, but they be drunk. But by law, you technically cannot give consent. Yeah, consent. My bad. Ooh, by law, you can't give consent while you're under the influence. So even though, like I just said, people don't. But anyway, so that hurts his case a lot. Let's be honest. Yeah, that hurts his case a lot. Text messages, that I think that is all enough to get him booked for this. Now, what is this a crime in Texas? Because this is in Frisco, Texas. So let's look at it. So it says a second degree felony, 2 to 20 years imprisonment, maximum fine of 10,000. Now, first degree felony, fine aggravated. Nah, that's not aggravated sexual assault. It's just regular sexual assault. So it say 2 to 20 years. Now, when you got good lawyers and money, and you play a sport, especially a sport in that state. Now we don't know you're gonna get drafted to, but you was a Texas Longhorn player that you know, especially while they were good. Then it's gonna be a little different. You're not gonna succumb to the same rules. So will he serve jail time for this? Probably not. Will this eventually just get settled? Yeah. This just get settled out of court. We won't hear nothing about it. Probably. But that shit tragic. I mean, if it's true, I feel bad for her. But if she lying, I feel bad for him. I mean, I maybe we'll get the truth one day. But I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of leaning towards she's telling the truth just because the details and text messages. That's he. If the text messages real, and they should be because it's an affidavit, then he guilty. I ain't gonna lie. That's all I gotta say though. Like, share, subscribe, comment, IG, TikTok, on the video, and we out.